Good morning, Rumble. Good morning, Rumble. Good morning, Rumble Studios on this 01.24.2025. Current time is 06:10 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York. That'd be the southern tier of upstate New York where I live and reside. And we have the Facebook up going live now. Okay. And okay, we're live on the Facebook. And Friday. Thank God it's Friday. We made it. Hashtag positive start to the day. Hashtag PSTTD. Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Rumble Studios, as well as at Fireman Rich over there on X. And we're on X Live as well. And that's up and running right now. And that doesn't default to the mute position anymore, but we're on the Facebook and we're on Rumble, we're on YouTube, Twitch, and those other ones I just said. But Rich Roberts, at Fireman Rich, just Google that Fireman Rich, you'll see where I'm at. But primarily over there on X at Fireman Rich. I love X. X is great. We do have the morning coffee. It's tasting good. We are actually we're on time about. Oh, I got something on my glasses here. We're getting up. We got up. We set our alarm to make sure we got up. Got our sorry sack of our sorry ass out of bed as far as that goes. So we're getting our day started. The missus is up. How did we sleep last night? Yeah, same here.
So, I mean, the usual.
Yeah. It's you get a couple hours sleep. So I woke up once and then I went back to sleep and but I don't know, my sciatic nerve is this cold weather. We got some cold weather here. It's cold yesterday. We have not walked all this week, and I'm missing my. It's just as well I can make another one anyway for the log sheet that I have. I write down on the Post-its here. I got a stack of Post-its that I write as far as for the week, what we did. And good morning, Tina, our Jersey girl is here. Tina, how we doing, Tina? Glad to have you here as far as that goes. And we're getting our day started. I got my morning coffee. Go get yours. And then jump back in bed and stay warm. It is cold outside still this week, folks. We're not in the negative. Hey, Laura. Good morning, Laura. Hello to you. Good to have you here also coming in from Norway. And also saying hi to Tina. Laura from Norway. Hope you are well, sir. We're doing good here in the southern tier of upstate New York. I got my morning coffee. Just to let you know, we got a commercial in 4.5 minutes on the Twitch side. And but we made it to Friday, folks. We made it to Friday. Man, this coffee is good. I'm gonna be sucking this down real quick today. And I hope everybody had a good day yesterday. We did. We went out and about. Me and the missus. I picked up. I got an event I got to go to. I'm not going to go into detail over this May. Okay, so you can almost surmise what it might be for the family there. It's a family gathering. And I had to get a new suit. And I haven't worn a new suit since high school. So we're talking 20, 37, over 45 years ago, pretty much, thereabouts. I wore a suit in high school, my sophomore, well, actually my freshman, sophomore, and junior for basketball. I was on the freshman team and the JV team. I mean, I never made it to the varsity team in basketball, but we had to wear suits when it was game day. That was the last time I wore the suit. I had 2 suits because I remember getting another one for the prom. And Tina says, sorry, folks, my blood sugar. I'm okay. Take care of that, Tina. Your blood sugar's low. Eat a candy bar or something like that. Eat a donut. Get some sugar in you. I know I worked with some folks that had low sugar and stuff like that, and it's just like we knew the high end candy bars and stuff like that, and as far as that goes. But high school, I had two suits. I had a brown suit for basketball my freshman year, and I wore that my sophomore, and then my junior year. Did I get another suit? Yeah, I got another suit. It was for the prom, the junior prom. No, it was for the freshman. No, for the junior prom. I guess I got the suit for. It was a light blue, sky blue suit, and don't know what happened to that. It was a pretty nice suit. I like the brown one because I wore it mostly with a turtleneck. Well, that's back in high school, and I had those suits maybe the first year or two where I was in the service, and after that was just a dress blues uniform. If my blood sugar was 40, I'd be hospital. We measure it differently. Okay, 5 to 6 is good for me. Okay, just make sure you get some sugar in you, Tina. That's important. Like I said, I worked with folks that. Um, as far as that goes, my when I was just new, when I left IBM to the other place, my day job that I worked for 17 years there, the individual that was um, sort of in charge of us, I guess, until I took over, until I became in charge of us, I guess, as far as it became the big toe. Um, no suit for marriage. Double J says no suit for marriage. No, I got married in my uniform, Double J's, and good morning, Double J's. And Laura says, if my blood pressure sugar was 40, I'd be in the hospital. Oh, that was yeah, that was Laura 40. Yeah, the same here, Laura. But good morning, Double J's. No, I wore my uniform, so technically the last time I had a suit was back. And I can't believe how much they are now. Holy crap. But I tell you, I tried that suit on. I got the jacket on. I got the pants that were tailored. And I got up there on that platform with the three-way mirror. And I'm looking, I'm like, holy damn, I clean up pretty good. So, oh, okay. Yes. Yeah. I wore the dress uniform for the Air Force. You had the white shirt with bow tie, and then you wore the uniform coat and stuff like that. That was a dress. That was what the uniform we wore for dining ins and dining outs and stuff like that. So as far as that goes, I think that it was appropriate. We had a small wedding. It was at her parents' house 36 years ago. But I had to get a suit for this event. Or I can't show up in jeans and a t-shirt. It's not one of those functions. So, so we'll see what happens. But we got that yesterday, and then we ended up going to. The missus had to go to Target. I don't usually go to Target. I'm a Walmart guy, but we went to the Target, and it's an okay store, despite their politics and stuff like that. But as far as their DEI and wokeness, I guess, and stuff. But it's a good store. They got good stuff in there. I was talking to a kid. I was going back to electronics, and we were there a week before. The missus had to return something, so I figured I'd say hi to the person I spoke to before, and good conversation, younger person, and it was a good conversation and stuff like that. And then he had a customer, and I said, "You got a customer." So, and then we went to BJ's, where we did some shopping there, and I ended up seeing somebody I hadn't seen since I retired, almost over 2 years now. About 2 years. I'll be 2 years. I retired this April. So let's see, a nice dress. That's a nice dress. I don't think you meant a dress, Laura. I think you meant. Oh, the wedding one. Oh, the missus. Yeah, she was. Yeah. Oh wow, she just blew me away, and stuff like that. So I look back on that time. Sometimes I wonder, what did she look? What did she see in me? I don't know. But we've been happily married ever since and stuff like that. So, but we went to BJ's and we had a good day shopping yesterday, and I came back and Ended up playing some PUBG Battlegrounds, and I'm getting better at the game. There was a couple weeks there was this highlighted map that we played. It was close quarters, hot drops every time, and that's paying off now in the bigger maps now that we're playing. Uh, and I'm really enjoying that game. It's very, very, very fun. And we're doing tactics, me and this other guy, and we got someone else that's coming in playing with us now in the afternoon. And so I got to try and broadcast it, but I get too involved in the game. I can't. I don't think I could focus on both aspects as far as that goes. And Thamer's in the house. Good morning, Thamer. Good morning to you. Coming in from Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Glad to have you here, my friend. Good morning. And Laura's saying good morning to Thamer. Glad to have you here. But it was sort of cold. It's been cold all this week. So that's been the highlight of the week is the cold weather. It wasn't windy yesterday. It was sort of calm, but you stay out. It felt it was like 14, 15 degrees in the morning, but felt like it was like 5. How's the weather? I heard you have. No, we don't have a blizzard, Thamer. No, that's the snow is taking place in other places, odd places. They got 10 inches down in New Orleans this week. There's snow down in Florida. There's snow over in North and South Carolina beaches. We haven't got it. We just been getting straight cold. All the snow is below us, is south of us. And Laura says 34 degrees Fahrenheit there. Wow. We're looking at 19 degrees Fahrenheit here currently. It was 20 when I started. It always drops a degree once I start. I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. 19 degrees Fahrenheit here, Laura, which is -7 degrees Celsius. Negative 7 degrees Celsius. But 34 degrees Celsius is 1 degree, or 34 Fahrenheit is 1 degree Celsius. So we're still in the negative. We've been in the negative all this time. And Double J saying hi to Tina. And Laura says, "Oh, that's cold." Yeah, we're cold. We've been colder than that. We've been as cold as our coldest day this week has been. What is it? We're at 2 degrees Fahrenheit, which is we've been as cold as -16 this week. Okay, that's how cold it's been getting, and we get that Arctic cold coming down across Canada into the Northeast here. So that's our temperatures currently, our world times and temperatures as I speak, as we transition into that, starting in Honolulu, Hawaii. Honolulu, Hawaii at 1:22 a.m., 64 degrees Fahrenheit, clear skies. Phoenix, Arizona, clear skies also in Phoenix at 4:25 a.m. in their morning, currently 46 degrees Fahrenheit. Chicago, Illinois, the Windy City. Clear skies, but it's 3 degrees Fahrenheit. 3 degrees Fahrenheit is -16 Celsius. Okay. Let's see. Laura says it's 34 degrees Fahrenheit where he's at, and Tina says it's 11 degrees. 11 degrees Fahrenheit where she's at. That's negative 11 degrees Fahrenheit is 11 degrees, -11 degrees Celsius, where Tina's at. So that gives you an idea how cold it is here in the Northeast, because Tina's down there in central Jersey. Laura says 21 degrees Fahrenheit, the coldest here in January. Highs is 50. I'll take 50. Believe me, I'll take 50 in a minute. I love 50-degree weather. Let's see. Moving to New York City at 6:23 a.m. and 6:23 a.m. here in upstate New York, southern tier of upstate New York. Also, clear skies in New York City, 21 degrees Fahrenheit. And like I said, down in Jersey, Tina says it's 11 degrees Fahrenheit there. Going across the pond in to Cork, Ireland at 11:24 a.m. 45 degrees Fahrenheit, cloudy skies with some sun peeking through. And then over to Milan. It's raining in Milan, Italia at 12:24. Manja in Milan, Italia. 43 degrees Fahrenheit. Laura says, I'll take 50 degrees anytime in January. Dad, that's for sure, Laura. I'm right there with you, my friend. In Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, where our good friend Thammer's from. It's 2:24 p.m. sunny and 70 degrees Fahrenheit. That's cold in Riyadh though, isn't it? It's a cool temperature in Riyadh, 70 when it gets down there because they got those 100+ days. And Mumbai, India, where Double J's is at, 4:54 p.m. Cloudy skies, 82 degrees Fahrenheit. And just north of there, we'll throw New Delhi in there. New Delhi at 4:55, it's 72, 10 degrees cooler because they're inland. Usually inland is always higher, isn't it? But it's 4:55 p.m. in the evening there in India. In Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia at 7:25 p.m. in the early evening. Thunderstorms in Kuala Lumpur, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. And Thamer says, perfect temperature. It's cold when comes. Oh, okay. Cold for you guys in Saudi is 50 degrees. Okay. I just remember when I was stationed in the Philippines, if it got down to 60 degrees, I spent a year in the Philippines at Wallace Air Station on the up there in northern Luzon on the South China Seaside for a year. It got cold. There was a couple days it got down into the 60s, and the Filipinos had parkas out. They would take the cold. I'm walking around in shorts and a t-shirt. It's like, are they for real? They're wearing the parkas? They're freezing their butts off at 60 degrees, 65 degrees and stuff. And I thought it was nice. I thought it was pleasant. Let's see, in Tokyo, Japan at 8:26 p.m. in their evening, cloudy skies, 50 degrees Fahrenheit, and down under on the continent and in the country of Australia, great country, great ally to the United States, great friend and ally, and we appreciate it. Australia, in Melbourne, Australia at 10:26 p.m. in their evening, cloudy skies with a little clearing, 66 degrees Fahrenheit. And sliding over to Sydney, Australia at 10:26 p.m. Cloudy skies, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And those are our world times and temperatures as I speak. And Double J says, yeah, Delhi gets these cold winds from from the Himalayas. Okay, I got you, Double J's. Yeah, that's true. The Himalayas are there in the northern part of the country. I would love to see that. You know, that would be one of the things I would see. I would come to India to see the Himalayas from the Indian side, as far as that goes, and then travel up to Nepal from India. That's some backcountry there, I would imagine, and stuff. That would be beautiful. I've seen the Niagara Falls. I want to see the Grand Canyon. You know, that's on my bucket list. But if I ever was to go overseas, and I'd never been in that part of the world, I would probably make it a point to make a trip up to the Himalayas in India, as far as that goes. So let's see. Laura said in 1993 we had 100 degrees Fahrenheit in April. I remember it very well. It was fascinating. Wow, that's interesting. I saw a news clip, and I almost presented it on the audio podcast yesterday. And they took they drove for ice cores down in the Antarctic, and they've got the furthest they've ever driven, and they think they've gone, I don't know how many thousands of years they've gone back, but they can tell the weather from that. So they're going to get a lot of data because air bubbles are trapped in the ice, and they can sample that as far as what the weather was. It's pretty interesting. The greenback. It wouldn't cost much. Oh, okay. I've Indian currency is falling against the greenback. Oh, okay. It's okay. It's up and down, isn't it? Double G's. I've been over when I was overseas. It was always up and down and stuff like that. So, but that would be good for traveling. The thing of it is for India, to be honest with you, Double J's. My two young adult children, they love Indian food. There's very little I can tolerate, I guess. My stomach, I guess I'm too Americanized. That's the only thing about traveling that part of the world. I don't think, I had a little, Korea wasn't that bad. Japan was okay. Korea, when I was stationed there, when I was in the Philippines, that was sort of, I ate mostly in the chow hall when I was in the Philippines. It's just, the food, it was okay. the beach when they have a pig roast or something like that. When I was in the Philippines on the beach there, that was great. But the regular is and the same thing in Korea. The Pacific Rim, and I equate that over to India. The food there, I don't know. My sister, I'm a meat potato guy. I like my meat potatoes. Uh, but I know that it's world. We got restaurants that are worldwide now, like McDonald's and all that stuff. But it's it's if you've never been to and I take this from when I went to the Philippines, and especially when I went to Korea, it took me a while to get used to the food over there. I mean, it's just a different culture and stuff like that. And if I left the States and I go to Europe, it's more equal to the United States and stuff. But the food over there, I don't know. Um, and there's a few dishes I like, but it's just there's a lot of curry and all that. And I'm not really into the curries that much and stuff. I'd like to have a freaking, a cheeseburger. I'm a cheeseburger guy. I like a good cheeseburger as far as that goes. But I would love to see the countryside of any country is beautiful. I found when I was traveling. So that's why if I ever made it down to Australia, and I would love to go to the outback. Cities are cities. See one city, you see them all. Cities don't impress me. That cities of all the countries around the world. Maybe we go to Venice or Rome. I don't know about Paris or London. They have a signature there. Even over in India and even Saudi Arabia. But I would love to go in the back country as far as that. That's where, to me, that you still can see what the country was like and stuff like that in a sense. So let's see. We do have a thought for the day, and our thought for the day comes from Winston Churchill, who is from England, the Prime Minister of England, um, British statesman, military officer, writer, and Prime Minister, not just once, but twice, from 1940 to 45, and again 1951 to 1955. He has something in common, or somebody has something in common with him, and that's our new president, Trump. President Donald Trump, spoken like a true traveler. Yeah, there we go, true traveler. I would not be hesitant. I know the missus. I don't think she would like to travel like that. But I'm not into that traveling bit and stuff like that. But I did do my share of traveling when I had a chance. So double J's, and I think anybody that's younger, they should take advantage if they have an opportunity to. Okay, but let's see. Back to Winston Churchill. He served as prime minister two separate times, just like President Donald J. Trump, who became our president here in the United States this week, and already ruffling some feathers. But we're on track to hopefully he does some good things, and I'm sure he will. People just got to look at him from a different lens instead of that same lens of he wants to do some good things for the United States. As much as people are saying about the one thing we have to correct in my country right now is the illegal immigration from the illegal alien, and they're illegal. They broke the law. Okay, you can I could not walk into Saudi Arabia unless I went through some process of being vetted. I could not walk into India. I'd probably be thrown into jail and say that crazy American. We're going to throw him into jail. No, they'd probably be all right with. But I could not. I can't even walk into Canada unless I go through a port of entry. I legally enter the country, and we have 100 days in office is a landmark for any. Yeah, that's the standard. But I think there's going to be some good works even after that 100 days. There, double J's. Okay. The agenda is full, and he often, let's just say, I would say President Trump already has done more in this first week than the previous president had done, Joe Biden, in his 4 years, basically. It's all about a correction. It's correcting the border, and that's the. I'll full disclosure. I voted for President Trump. I don't usually say who I voted for, but when the southern border affected me here in New York, and it did affect us, not as drastically as down on the border, but we had people here that were some bad people, folks, here in New York State, and it's in the news. they were caught at the border, then they were released, and they traveled around. They come here in New York, and they're killing people. And let's see. Thamer says visas on arrival for American citizens here in Saudi. Oh, okay, it's an easy process. So I don't need to get a visa before I leave the States. They do that? Whoa, that's cool. I never heard of country. I thought you always had to have a visa before you went in. Let's see. Double J says, "Nah, no jail. You will just be deported." Deported in India. That's all. I don't think we even have detention centers. Oh, okay, Double. That's good to know. Laura says, "Wonder if Trump will be able to get peace in the Ukraine." We'll see. I'm hoping. That's another big item there, Laura. And Tony D, salute to you. Hashtag positive start to the day. Tony says, "Good morning." There she. Tony saying hi to Tina, Laura, Double J's, and Tina saying good morning to Tony, and Tony saying good morning to Thamer, and everybody's hunky dory. Okay, Winston Churchill. We got a quote from him for a thought for the day. We got sidetracked with Donald Trump. He has something in common, and there's only been one other president, Grover Cleveland, who he was president, and then there was another president, and then he became president. It's only happened twice. It's not a normal thing as far as so I think he's going to get more done now than he did his last time. Double J says same for India. You just apply online, get your visa in 3 days. Really? Holy jeez, I haven't traveled in a while. They've done some upgrades then, especially if you have American passport. Okay. Yeah, that's part of the Saudi 2030 vision, making tourism visas. Yeah, well, that's cool. That's cool. If you got a valid passport, that's common sense. See, there's that common sense. That's what President Trump wants, common sense. Let's see. Our thought for the day is from Winston Churchill and goes as follows. If you're going through hell, keep going. If you're going through hell, keep going. Just keep going. Go through it. And basically, if you're already in hell, go through it and get through it as far as that goes. Tina says, Stammer, they run things right there. They run things right there. I guess she's talking about the visa process. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So what did Winston Churchill mean by that? My takeaway is if you're already going through hell, go ahead and get through it and try and, because if you're going through hell, you're trying to take care of something. And let's see. Laura says, if you're down, the only way is up. Exactly. American passports, from what Double J saying, takes a long way. Takes you a long way in many countries. Oh, okay. That's true, Double J's. I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right. And Thamer says to Tina, yeah, good progress here. That's cool. Winston Churchill meant if you go through hell, keep going. And basically what his meaning for this is when you're facing extreme hardship and difficulty, you should preserve and continually moving forward instead of giving up. So basically it's just don't give up, go through. Hell. When you're experiencing hell, that's somebody trying to say you need to give up. No, keep on going through. A call to action, a source of inspiration, a reminder that no matter how hard things get, we can and should press on. For me, that's moving forward. And that's always a good thing. That's a very positive thing. Let's see, backtracking on the weather. Tony says down there in Warner Robins, Georgia, from the YouTube side, 26 degrees Fahrenheit, cold down there in Georgia. And I've seen your postings. You got snow down there. Tony's got snow in Georgia. We haven't had snow for a couple of weeks now. Let's see, 48 for the high. That's good. 26 for the low, mostly clear. Okay, Tony, thank you. And let's see. Laura says, a wise man said the only time you should look down on people is when you are helping them up. Yes, giving them a hand. When the going gets tough, the tough get. There's another one, all in the same. Thank you, Double J's. That's it. You just got to press on, and I've stated that many times before. I've faced many challenges in a manner of speaking. You move forward. You take those distractions, throw them off to the side, and you can apply that here to the internet. Okay, and I've done that myself. Okay, with certain things and situations and issues. Um, I mentioned the other day there, people I used to listen to, I don't listen to anymore because they lost their any sense of respect that I may have had for them initially and stuff like that. And I did that with a lot of people from HAPS, as far as that goes. And we all, when I mentioned that, the folks that are in the chat right now, I think for the most part, I don't think you were on HAPS, Lore. Were you on HAPS, Double J and Thamer? I think you guys were. But you just got to press forward and stay positive about things and stuff like that. And there's Tony D on the Rumble. They got a Rumble icon. Oh, look at that. Oh, I like that, Tony. Thank you. And we got the Elon rocket ship there. I like the Rumble. They got that's cool. That's a chat icons over on Rumble. Thank you, Tony. That's cool. I on the Rumble Studio here. I love the Rumble Studio. It's a great platform. We're at 13 people. Where are these 13 people coming from? We got 4 people on Rumble, 1 person on local, 2 on YouTube. We got 6 on Twitch. Wow. We got 6 people on Twitch. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we would have 6 people. Double Jez says, Thamer says, yeah, I know you. Okay. I thought I knew. I hooked up. We hooked up on Hapster, Thamer. Okay. And Double Jez says, yes, I was, but just didn't like the app interface. It was, yeah, I know people had their issues with it and stuff, but there's people that I definitely don't listen to or go out of my way to listen to their thing there and stuff. And which one's this? Is that a thumbs up? These are a trip. Yeah, Tony's having fun with the icons on yeah, there's a thumbs up. Tony's having fun with the things. Is there a flag? I know I was on there for the Bongino thing. He has a waving flag. I don't know if they probably have their own private ones and stuff as far as that goes. But Rumble Studio's good. I have been broadcasting this week a couple times on TikTok, the TikTok. I am on the TikTok, but my account is private. I only have about 24 people that I follow, and they can follow me, and they can see what I'm broadcasting. But I'm actually doing when I do the audio podcast this Tuesdays and Thursday, I'm recording while I'm doing it. I'm not using it. I'm broadcasting. I'm live streaming, I guess, but I'm more or less I'm talking into the microphone for the audio podcast. I believe you do, Tina. I think you're one of the 24. Let me see. Let me go over the 24 people. I may open this up when it becomes legal. I know President Trump signed an executive order to go, I think it was 75 days to 90 days to keep. I guess you better not have deleted the app. I was on, I was over there on Nonsensical Network, and I think one of their people deleted the app. You can't get the app because they haven't reinstated the app yet. But if you still have it, TikTok still works. I didn't get a notice that's why. Okay, you probably don't have a toggle to. I don't know. I'm in a private thing, so maybe you don't get notices when someone is in a private mode. Let me show you the TikTok. Let's see. Who do I have on TikTok? Let's see. And I won't go unprivate until it more or less becomes they comply with American law. That's the only reason. I don't want a whole influx. I've got enough people. I've got more than enough people here on this broadcast. I don't need all the riffraff over on, because from what I see, and I'm on there as a broadcaster primarily to see what the functionality is of TikTok Live Studio. It's similar to Rumble, but you can't just broadcast into other platforms. I can't bring anybody up on TikTok yet. I think you need the stream key. Where's my TikTok? I had it here. Oh, there it is. TikTok. Let's see. And let's see. We have. Yeah, I got 24 followers, and I'm. Let's see. I got Rick Costa, Johnny B. Good, Balby Shadow. I think Cup of Joe. I had him, but he's not following me back. Let's see. Yes, you can. Well, you have to initiate the notification on your end, Tina. I know you. I'm seeing that you're on there, along with Steve Pena, Frazier, Tina Thorne, Bernie Dole, Carmen, Erica, Anna Rush. She does pretty good on there. Bronx Viking, he's on there. Nazim, Michael Bathurst, he's been broadcasting, live streaming. Ash Paul from Canada. Space Gal is following me. Ted Hicks, Walt, and Tony D, of course. So those are the people that I do have, and I've done 2 live stream broadcasts. I guess they've been 52 minutes. I usually do the audio podcast on Spotify for Creators. It's 30 to 45 minutes. So I start it before I do the audio podcast. So it's just me doing that. And Tina says, you go live on TikTok, do you? Let me see. Let me check yours. Let's see. Let me see. Let me check out Tina's page here. Let's see. I'll give you a shout out on your page, Tina. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Let me go ahead and highlight that. Do you mind if I show it, Tina? I'm going to ask first. Is it okay if I show your TikTok, your TikTok? I'm on other people's lives. Okay. No. Okay. I won't. Okay. I respect that. Okay. I'm glad I asked first, or else you'd be mad at me. I was okay, but I am seeing yours, and it's very you got inspirational prayers as far as that. Oh, Tina, no. Oh, you don't mind? Oh, okay. I thought you said no. Don't show it. Get it right, Rich. Let's see. Let's show Tina's TikTok so you can see that I am on TikTok. Let's see. How do I do this? I've just done it 100 times. Okay, let's see. You go there. And there's Tina's TikTok right there. There's her TikTok. So let's go ahead and let's see. You got this one?
I want to thank you, God.
Oh, no, that's music. We can't have music. Let me mute the thing here, and we'll get back there. There it is. There it is. We don't need the music and stuff like that. So we got today is the last one. I guess I think is January, 3 days ago. And you can scroll through these. There's the dog. There's Roscoe. Hey, good morning, Roscoe. There he is. Let's see. What's Laura broadcasting here? Okay. Here we go. That's a good one, Laura. Let's see. Let's get back to TikTok. Oh, we're going the wrong way. Inspirational. That's nice. That's pretty. Morning prayer for the 15th.
Hey,
so you're being inspirational. That's good. That's good.
How can you
good, Tina. I like that. So there's Tina's. She's got a whole bunch. Whole bunch of them. There we go. Looks fantastic. Looks great, Tina. So just to highlight her TikTok page. So TikTok is back, and you have to, like I said, you have to. For me, at least, they have 70 days. Hopefully, they sell it. I think they will, because Donald Trump wants it. And some people have been on the shape that Donald Trump is, he's not acting as a savior, as I've heard on a couple other broadcasts on TikTok. There's people that they don't, he's trying to do something positive for TikTok, but there's some people that they think oh, we don't want this platform. Sort of like when Elon took over X. People bailed because because of the person that it's not that you don't criticize the restaurant. There's maybe some things on the menu that you may not like, okay, but you can still go to the restaurant, okay, in a manner of speaking. Let's see. Laura said something here. Let's see. Live chat. Music did play, but it's not a big deal. Worst case, no, it was only for a short time, Laura. I'm not worried about that, but I don't. Worst case, you'll be redlined for a little bit on the VOD. No word. No, it was less than 15 seconds, so I'm not worried. I didn't want it to go any longer than that. When I come on social media, I vow to be kind and positive. Yeah, and it doesn't matter what platform you're on, just as long as you take that way of thinking, Thamer. I am full agreement with that. There's some people they bailed off of X because Elon has it, and I think I'm almost getting the feeling I'm seeing on TikTok. There's people that they don't want to be on TikTok because Donald Trump is helping them out. Well, he's the president. He can do that. It's affecting 170 million people here. So he's trying to do something to get TikTok complied with the law. And I don't like the word banned. They're not going to be banned. They just don't comply with the law, so they can't operate. That's what it comes down to. When somebody says, "Oh, they've been banned," oh, they've been unjustly they've been wrong done, or that something's wrong been done to TikTok. No, they have to comply with the law, just like any other country. Anybody that says differently, they're full of crap and stuff like that. You may not like the law, but countries have laws. There's a lot of laws I don't like, but I still got to abide by them, unless you're some nut job and you want to protest and stuff like that. And if you break the law, you're going to get thrown into jail. Plain and simple. That's the bedrock of civilization, for God's sakes. And you know why I'm quiet, right? For the folks that are on the people that are on Twitch know what I just did. Okay. That individual can go wipe his own butt. You don't come in like that. That's an automatic right there. I don't care. It's just you're gone. Oh, Tina Laura says thumbs up. Yeah, that's an automatic. I'm not even going to go. But yeah, TikTok is. I'm not saying I dislike it, but it's just overwhelming. Okay, I like my broadcast right now the way it is. It's dumb and dusted. Yeah, exactly. Double J's. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm not gonna. That there wasn't even a high there. That's what's funny. That's an automatic. But TikTok, I wanted to succeed. I wanted to comply with the law. Okay, and that's up to the Chinese. Well, it's not up to ByteDance, because ByteDance has a direct line to China. And the folks that are criticizing and trying to water down the security issue, don't. You don't have a fucking clue. You don't have a clue. Sorry, when you do that. Okay, and I'm not speaking for firsthand experience, but I've been in those situations when in the military. There's people that take the security issues lightly, and it comes back to bite them in the ass. So the people that are very critical of the security issue and stuff like that, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Okay. And I know there's some boisterous broadcasters out there that they're saying crap about it. They don't have a clue. Okay. I take it serious. All I have to do is for a case example is Huawei. Huawei is totally banned here in the United States. Okay. TikTok is totally banned in, in India, Double J's country. It's you can't live stream. It's restricted in Saudi Arabia. You can't live stream on TikTok. Nepal, I know that's one. the UK, I believe. For I don't know, UK, France. There's at least a dozen countries. You just Google it and stuff like that. And the U.S. is on the verge because there's a direct tie to the Chinese government. When you have a direct tie, a company has a direct tie to the Chinese government, and they're operating in the United States. The United States, I don't care what you think about Congress and the bit. This country, bedrock, is making sure that everything is secured. So if you're saying other stuff, you say I'm full of crap. Well, I'm saying you're full of crap. I'm calling you crap and stuff like that. All you have to do is go back to Huawei. Go back on the case studies of Huawei. They were direct. I always thought Huawei was a Korean company. It's not. It's a Chinese company. That's how stupid I am of things that are going on. Now, do we? China is our adversaries. We'd like to have them, and it's good to hear that Donald Trump. He has a better, I think, better working relation. We'll have a better working relations with the Chinese government because Biden didn't do nothing. He just let China come in here and do whatever they want. China can't do that. China's a big country, but so is the United States. So, Australia has banned TikTok just for government phones. Yeah, and that's the same thing here. Double J's. You can't have TikTok on, and even in government states, New York State. I don't think you can have TikTok on it either on a state phone, but government also. Yeah. So let's just say the TikTok thing, security wise, not as bad as Huawei. Huawei, there was some really big spying going on there with Huawei. There was actual Huawei hardware that seemed to be legit, but it wasn't legit, folks. And and some people say, "Well, Google, they spy on." Yeah, that's for business. They're advertisements. There's a big difference. Okay, when you got a country that's a country's adversary, you don't want them even the basic information stuff. You want to deny them. Okay, that's just the way it works as far as that goes. And I can say that because I was in the military for 20 years. I don't think things have changed on that particular aspect. So I would say to the other people that are boisterous about it and stuff like that, you know what? You're just being those folks that are yelling and screaming. Those are the Karens of the internet now. There we go. I don't like it, but the screaming Karens, I'll say. Because the missus has a good friend that's named Karen, but she's a very nice lady. Let's see. Okay, let's go to the National Day. We're talking too much about TikTok here and stuff, but let's see. Our National Day today for this January 24th. And we only have one full week. We got one more week, but after we get done with this working doing the weekend. Let's see. Today, National Day selections. We have Beer Can Appreciation Day. I don't really care too much for canned beer anymore. Oh. Yeah, we have the person trying to disrupt us. That account was just made a minute ago, so I guess no problem. I can do that all day. No problem. I'm being attacked on the Twitch side, as the folks in Twitch they know. I guess it's somebody I might be outspoken against and stuff like that. I don't usually get those type of attacks. They're trying to disrupt. But our National Day today, let's see, we got Beer Can Appreciation Day. Unless beer is very, very cold in a can, that's the only time I'll drink it. Let's see, National Compliment Day. Compliment somebody today. You got more than the usual counts of bots here. That doesn't happen often. Yeah, I get the bots. That's not a bot. That's an actual person on a spoof account. double J's on the Twitch side. For the people that are watching, I'm getting I'm not going to say what they said, but the comment they come in and usually come into somebody and say, "Hi, how you doing? What's this about?" and stuff. This guy's throwing some, trying to throw some crap, literally crap statements on the line there. So, and just some action had to be taken. Let's see. I think we're going to go with this one, National Peanut Butter Day. I know there's people that can't have peanut butter because they're allergic to it, but I like peanut butter. I love peanut butter. I love a peanut butter sandwich. Today's, I'm going to say it's a hashtag National Peanut Butter Day. National Peanut Butter Day on January 24th recognizes, and Laura says he loves peanut butter too. And peanut butter is good, but if you're allergic to it, you're missing out. I think they have non-allergic peanut butter. I think. Good day. I love it. Okay, Tina loves it too. I wonder if they have non-allergic peanut butter. I don't know. That's it. That'd be interesting if they do. But January 24th recognizes an American staple in pantries. Whether creamy, chunky, or with chocolate or with jelly. I've seen the jelly. I never seen the chocolate in peanut butter. Peanut butter goes to recognize, gets the recognition it deserves each year on this day. And I didn't know about chocolate peanut butter. Hal can't have it. Oh, Hal can't have peanut. Okay, he's allergic then. The early peanut butter was made by the Aztecs down there in South America. Reese's peanut butter cups. Reese's peanut butter, just actual peanut butter. I remember the two times I made fudge in my life, I used Reese's peanut butter cup peanut butter. That's the best. Oh, that is the best. You can get it. It's expensive too. But the Aztecs and Incas made it around 1000 BC. Was more of a paste and not nearly as creamy as the peanut butter we know now. Peanut butter didn't become widely used until the 20th century. First, the peanut had to be considered more. The peanut had to be considered more than an animal feed, which wasn't until the 1800s. At the time of the country inventions that made planting, cultivating, and harvesting the peanut. And the peanut isn't a nut, actually. It's what they call a ligum. It grows in the ground, but it looks like a nut. And it possibly to see a peanut as retail wholesale item. And it was Washington Carver, was it Washington Carver? What was his name? He did a lot for the peanut inventor. Yeah, George Washington Carver was an American agricultural scientist and inventor who promoted alternative crops of cotton methods and to prevent soil depletion. And what he did for the peanut, he studied several plants, but perhaps his most well-known for his work with peanuts. Carver discovered 300 uses for peanuts, and such as shaving cream, shampoo. So there's a lot of things you can make with the peanut. But peanut butter is what we like. We like the peanut butter as far as that goes. Chocolate and peanut butter. Yes, chocolate and peanut butter. That's good stuff. So today is National Peanut Butter Day. Okay, Tina, we'll see you later. Have a good weekend. Oh, we're almost off on an hour. Yesterday, audio podcast, real quick. We did, like I said, we were on TikTok, but the 30, 45-minute audio podcast is over there on Spotify for creators. Just look for Fireman Rich. We talked, the interesting story was carrots may be the key to unlock microbes for diabetic defense system. It helps with the, there's an anti-fungal agent that's in carrots that produce naturally and suggests a new study the baby carrots, the carrots itself gives a substantial aid in the regulation of blood sugar, so it can help with diabetes. And that was an interesting article. Let's see. Let's go to our history, and that means we have 100 years ago today with Roger Luther. We'll go ahead and do that one, and I'm going to take a little break because I'm fresh up my coffee here. Let's see. Let's get that on there. Let's see. We got to turn that off first. I'll go there 100 years ago because we're already at we're coming up on an hour. I've been long-winded in this first hour, haven't I? And Laura's saying, have a good one. You're welcome, Tina. She's is Hal up on the? Okay, he's up on the. He's broadcasting right now. Tina likes to go to Hal's broadcast there on Twitch. Okay, 100 years ago, we got that one. We'll set that up, and here we go. 100 years ago here, and make sure the volume's up, and we'll turn the camera off. And we'll see what Roger Luther has to say.
100 years ago today, a professor from the University of Chicago is one of the astronomers who has come to this city to observe the total eclipse of the sun this Saturday. Binghamton is in the direct path of the eclipse, and he plans to photograph it from the top of the Security Mutual building. According to Binghamton's meteorologist, there's a good chance the sky will be overcast during the eclipse. The special cancer hospital known as the Kilmer Memorial Sanitarium opened just 1 year ago, and since then has been visited by thousands of people from around the country. The sanitarium is located in a beautiful little valley just above the village of Sanitaria Springs. And finally, the proprietor of a store at 200 Oak Hill Avenue in Endicott was a victim of highway robbery last night. After closing the store, he was held up at gunpoint and robbed. That was the news, January 22nd, 1925.
Now that was a real robbery, I guess. It wasn't the kid Hoogalins but that first one there about the eclipse, the professor from University of Chicago coming here to the to the southern tier to observe the total eclipse that happened 100 years ago. There's a total eclipse that will be happening, not a partial total eclipse in March 29, 2025. A deep partial solar eclipse will be visible from the northern hemisphere here this March. So that's interesting that they had one 100 years ago, as far as that goes. And then there's a good chance the sky will be overcast. Isn't that the case? All the eclipses we've had, it's been overcast. The last major total eclipse of the sun here was it a year ago? I broadcast during it, and it got dark here, but it wasn't a total. And then that last one, the highway robbery after the store was held up at gunpoint. I don't think the kids, the gangs there, stealing the cupcakes and the money out of the collection box of the church. That was a hard-nosed crime back then. So that's what happened to 100 years ago today, as far as that goes. So we always enjoy that particular segment of the broadcast. But we're at an hour, and I'm going to go ahead and take a break, folks, and take a break as far as that goes. And let's see, we got that. Okay, I got to make sure, because I'm using my iPad mini for the intro, outro, and the break music here. So let's go ahead, and I will be right back. Okay, we're back. We're back. Had an open mic there. Okay. Let's see. We are back, folks. We are back here for the Friday morning coffee. I'll turn that down. For the Friday morning coffee 01.24.2025 at Rumble Video broadcast here on Rumble Studios. And good to be here, folks. Current time is 07:13. We're on the second half of the broadcast here. And I want to say thank you for those folks that are already here. Have you seen Chris? No, I don't follow him anymore. Double J's. Haven't seen him, and he his I think it's all. I think you probably well known that he his I guess he pops up because I do watch Nonsensical Network. He pops in there. Okay, so he's still around. He's not allowed to come into my broadcast. I don't really care. His X feed and what used to be Twitter, and you know what I'm talking about, is not really to my liking. So I wish him well and stuff like that, but he would have to totally clean that up before I. I'm not going to promote his name here as far as that goes, but just to answer your question, which is it's a legitimate question, it's one of those situations. And you got you. Okay. So, and that applies to other people also, just so you know. I do speak sometimes generally towards a group of people and such that, let's just say, there's some people that they think they have a right to talk whatever they want to, and they don't realize the impact that they have. And, going back to what did Thammer had something in here. So as far as about being kind and stuff like that, even though you disagree and stuff like that. But for that particular individual, what's on their X feed and stuff like that, it's not to my liking. I guess you can do that on, which I was surprised. I was like, oh my God. And then, like I said, there's other people that I used to follow. I don't anymore. I don't waste my time, because that's all it is wasting time for listen to other broadcasters just spill out hot air that doesn't matter. They don't have a grip on things and stuff. They're not being kind. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to waste my time. They're not being intelligent. They're being actually blowhards and stuff like that. So not that particular individual you just asked about is in that category, because they do broadcast, but just that when I was shocked, because I'd been following them for a number of years, and it's just I never really went on the X feed. And when I saw that, it's like, what I don't want to be associated with that stuff. It's like, come on. I know people are young and they want to explore things and stuff like that, but I mean, come on. You got to have a bit of couth and that's an old term as far as a bit of respectability about yourself and stuff like that. When you just say you don't care and stuff like that, well, if you say you don't care about this and that and other people, and these are people that support you over the years, and there's still people that, and then the people that still support those people, they just they can't get the strokes of recognition like they do and stuff like that. So I guess, or it's negative attention, I guess. I'm not going to be so. I don't know why would you want to post things like that? So I wish Chris is I do think he's a good guy, but he's a little whacked on some of the things, and he knows. I've told him flat out, and I've told other people, but there's some other people that don't agree with that. They're his friends, and they're not here anymore, which is that's their choice. I don't hold anything against them, but I'm not going to waste my time, or I'm not going to associate with that. But you know where I'm coming from. I know you know where I'm coming from and stuff like that. So I wish everybody well, but when those same people are talking other crap and stuff, I'm not gonna bother with it and stuff like that. I don't have time for that. Okay. I'm 67 years old, so I think I know a little bit about the stuff I talk about. I don't know everything. I don't claim to know everything. I know there's people that are bent out of shape about the new president. That's their prerogative. I can respect your views if you want to discuss about it. But then there's people on the right side, double J's. They think that because we have a new president, they can say whatever the F they want. And that's wrong, even more so. It's disingenuous, okay? Because President Trump is the president of all people. Okay, so there's a few things that people don't agree with and stuff like that, but he is the president of all Americans here in the United States, not a select few. And I've heard some rhetoric. Yep, totally know what you're talking. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. So, and I'm really surprised. You know what I'm talking about, but I'm really surprised there's individuals that still watch those types of individuals. They're clueless, or else they're just waiting for a train wreck, because that's what's going to. And I don't want to watch it anymore. So I don't watch it anymore. I haven't for a number of months now, as far as that goes, for certain streams, I guess. But at any rate, that's not that important. That where I'll bring it up once in a while, but I don't like to dwell on it because it is what it is, right? I do appreciate all the folks that are here and that support me just by their presence. I don't need any money. I don't want any subscription money and stuff like that. I want you to be here to maybe chat. We got the majority of the chat for the people that are watching, and the people that are watching on the replay does come from Twitch, because that's where I was before coming here to Rumble Studios. I do like Rumble Studios because I can be a little bit more open on my views. Now, you don't want me to go on Hinge. What does Tony D has a broadcast where God, what does he call it? Are you still here, Tony? What do you call those broadcasts that you just let it out? I've been tempted to do those, but if I do one of those, it's going to be on Rumble only, because Rumble will allow you to do that. I could be a little bit more open, and I could probably even drop names. You don't want me starting dropping names. But just because you have a lot of followers and stuff like that doesn't mean you're all knowing and stuff like that. And even though I haven't traveled around the world, I think I'm still in tune, especially things here in the States. And I've said this before. There's a number of people that are Americans. They live overseas, and for a number of years, and they haven't come back here in a number of years. I know people in Europe, over in the Asian area, primarily in the European. They just they don't have a clue what's going on back here in the States. Just like I wouldn't know what's going on in your country, Double J's, in India. I'm going to start voicing my opinion on India, and you'll be looking at me like, well, Fireman Rich, you don't know shit. You've never been to India. So I visited there once many years ago, but things have changed. And I do state that I've traveled, and I think it's always good to do traveling. I think it's an education itself. I traveled for 13 years when I was in the service, and I did see a lot. A lot hasn't changed that much to a certain degree. It's the same stuff. The same thing in the States. There's people that are looking at stuff. They're relabeling stuff that was that I thought we had put to bed back in the 60s and stuff, our race relations and stuff like that. They just make it more and more and more because it keeps a certain segment of political segment in power and stuff like that. So there's my 1 foot on the soapbox. Double J's. Even I don't know much about India. Do you really? I could say that about the United States and stuff. Yeah. You probably know more about the United States than I do, though. Double J's. Who knows? Well, you've been here before. I think you got family down in New York City, I believe. I remember you saying a while back. That's a whole different category, New York City. Oh my God. Let's see. Let's continue on with the history. What do we got here? We're in our second hour. That's a huge country. There are parts of India I've never been. Yeah, I could say that about my country too. The United States, Double J's. It's a big. Yeah. You don't realize until you look at it and stuff like that. I look at these countries that are over in Europe. Some of them are less than the size of Texas. Yeah, my aunt lives in Baltimore. Double J. Oh, Baltimore. Okay, I've been through Baltimore years back. I went to Baltimore. I stayed with some folks. My good friend's wife was from from Baltimore, and I stayed at her parents' house. And her brother, who went into the seminary, showed me Washington D.C. the one day I was there. I still remember that. That was a great trip. Washington D.C. I'll never forget. That was one time I was down there. Let's see. In 1857, there's something about is Calcutta, and I think Calcutta is in India, right? In 1857, the University of Calcutta was found, the first full-fledged university in South Asia, because India is part of South Asia, I believe. Robert Baldwin Powell, who we've had many quotes from him, founded the Boy Scouts on this day in 1908. In 1984, remember the commercial? Let's see. Laura says, I actually didn't know that the north of Norway has 24-hour daylight in May and June until I saw a streamer from the north. So there we go. Well, there you go. Yeah, there's another example of what Double J's was saying. You don't realize what's in your country until you see it. That's interesting. Norway would be another one I would love to see the rest of the country and stuff like that. I've seen pictures of Norway, India, Australia. It's just phenomenal. And Double Chase says, yes, in the eastern sides of the countryside, very historical and cultural. Oh, okay, Calcutta. Okay, yeah, that's in 1857. Double J's, the University of Calcutta was founded today, a full-fledged university. So that was back in 1857. That was big. But also on this day in 1984, the first Apple Macintosh computer with mouse went on sale. And then you know what else happened in 1984? During the Super Bowl in 1984, they had the Macintosh commercial that started all the commercials there for the Super Bowl. In 2004, NASA landed the robotic rover Opportunity on Mars 3 weeks after its identical twin, Spirit. I think it's Spirit. It's still, one of them is still going. So, and let's see. 67 years ago today, thermal nuclear fusion, a process that replicates the way that stars form, was first carried out by James Tuck and Marshall Roseworth. Two light atoms were turned into plasma and forced to fuse into a heavier atom under 100 million degrees centigrade in what was called a pinch machine at Los Alamos Laboratory. It was a classified project, and so the vast majority of humanity wasn't aware that this incredible scientific feat had been achieved. That was 67 years ago. And we're just starting to get to comfortable. We're going to be using fusion. That's the next area of energy that we need to explore, to use fusion, to use the power of the star, this power of the sun to meet our energy needs. Let's see on the AP side, AP history. There's a page. It's called AP history. They're usually pretty good with the history for the day. Let's see, January. Oh, here's one. Where is it? Right. 1984, gold discovered at Sutter's Mill in California started the gold rush in 1848 on this day. That was a big deal. The guy who discovered that, he didn't really make his millions on the gold. He made his millions on, he would buy the supplies and stuff and sell it to the people that came out. That was on the History Channel. I found that interesting. Yeah, it was James W. Marshall found a gold nugget at Sutter's Mill in Northern California, a discovery that sparked the California gold rush back in 1848. In 1945, Associate Press war correspondent Joseph Morton was among group of captives executed by the German soldiers at a concentration camp in Austria. That's not too good. 1965, on this day, we're talking about. I didn't realize this. We had a quote from Winston Churchill, but Winston Churchill back in 1965 passed away in London at age 90. He lived a full life. God bless him and Godspeed. Of course, we did the Apple computer. And that's about it. Let's see. The Apple computer began to sell its first Macintosh model, which boosted a built-in 9-inch monochrome display, a clock rate of 8 megahertz, and 128K of RAM. 128K of RAM. What are we up to? We're up to gigabytes of RAM. I think I got 32 gigabytes of RAM on my computer right now. That's unreal. That's what's so interesting about this technology stuff. Very interesting stuff. Let's see. We got let's see, let's go to sports. NBA sports starting Wednesday night. I think the Celtics played the Lakers. Let's see. Wednesday. Yeah, the Celtics. No, Wednesday night they played the Clippers. They played the Clippers and they beat the Clippers 117 to 113. And the Nets lost to the Suns 108 to 84 down there in Brooklyn Nets. Last night, damn it, the Celtics lost to the Lakers 117 to 96. As far as that goes. Are you making another list?
No, we're going to go grocery shopping.
Oh, that's right. Grocery shopping today. Or no, I thought you were going to do that tomorrow.
I think I'll go.
Oh, okay. You changed your mind.
Yeah.
Okay. I figured it'd be all shopped out after yesterday.
Yeah, kind of, but no.
Just kick back tomorrow. No, none of my teams play. Well, Celtics, they played. And then tonight, let's see, we have nobody that I know going into the weekend. We have the Celtics playing the Mavericks on Saturday, the Heat going to Brooklyn to play the Brooklyn Nets tomorrow at 6 p.m. The Knicks host the Kings tomorrow at 7:30. And then Sunday, there's no games. There's one game. And we'll follow up on those games on Monday for the Monday morning coffee broadcast. Double J's, FDR. What's FDR? Franklin Delano Roosevelt? What about him? Did he pass away on this day too? Oh, okay. Yeah. Winston Churchill lived in the White House as. Oh, FDR Gas. Oh, okay. Winston when he okay, yeah. He did. Yeah, he did make a visit, and he stayed in the White House. That's right. You're right, Double J's. That's a very historical moment there. Two titans and two leaders that I'm glad we had because World War II was going on, and they had a lot of big decisions to do. Be careful of your words there, boss dad. Guess what? Choose your next words wisely. Okay. That's okay. No problem. So there's a lot of other people too. I know people. So are you trying to get a rise out of me? Rare honor doesn't happen often. That's true, Double J's. It doesn't happen that often. As far as I wonder if he stayed in the Lincoln, the Lincoln bedroom, as far as that goes. I bet you he did. That'd be something to research, to check out and stuff like that. Okay, boss. It doesn't matter. It's like, okay, that's your preference. No problem. Glad to have you here. We're just a morning show, and let me check you out here. So just. Okay. As long as you're friendly and respectable, you can hang around. But step out of line, you're going to get the boot. Okay, I just warn all first time people that are here, and we don't go in depth on controversial. Hell yeah, brother. Okay, yeah, but I'm not your brother. Okay, you just came in here. Don't come in here like. Okay, I'm just saying. I've been at this broadcasting a lot. Okay, I'm going to have fun with this. Because if keep it clean and you can stay. Okay, boss, no problem. Not going to treat you any different. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you're gay. You get treated the same. You're a human being. Okay, that's the status you are to me. You are a human being. I will be treating you with kindness. But if you get out of line, just say hypothetically, and you drop some crap in the chat. Okay, just a friendly thing. Okay, I'm glad you're here. I hope you're doing well as far as where you're at. We have football this weekend. We have here in the United States, we have the NFL conference championships. Talked about it Wednesday. It's the same thing. Commanders are playing the Eagles. I'm picking the Eagles to win on that. Or no, I'm picking the Commanders. Don't try. See, you're going right there. You want me to explain everything. This is a clean broadcast, okay? Plain and simple. I don't have a list of rules, but just be kind and considerate and respectful, okay? That's the line. Okay, so don't. I think if you're coming in the way you're coming in, I think you're more than smart. And yeah, no swearing. Try not to swear. See, throw an occasional shit or whatever. I swear a little bit, but don't degrade people. Okay, just be kind. All right. And that I'm not going to go in any more explanation because anybody that comes in here, I usually give them a sense of that they're intelligent and they're smart and they know what they're talking about. But if you're going to play the game, okay, I've been broadcasting and I'm just going to be straightforward with you because you're first time chatter and on Twitch. If you're going to play that game, we don't have time for it. Okay. Okay, that's cool. Okay, we're straight. Welcome to the broadcast. Where are you from? What part of this blue marble are you residing at? The other game is the Bills and Chiefs. I ended up picking the Bills, and yeah, just basic conversation, not hard. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes we do venture there, Double J's, a little bit. Oh, New Zealand. Oh, okay, there you go. That's cool. New Zealand. Never been there. That's on my. If I ever get to Australia, I can't pass up the opportunity to go to New Zealand or vice versa. That's where Lord of the Rings was filmed. I would love to visit that area where they filmed it and stuff like that because Lord of the Rings, you can see the countryside of New Zealand, which is gorgeous. It's some very scenic views in the movie, and I am a Lord of the Rings fanatic. I do like Lord of the Rings. I haven't played Lord of the Rings game as much as I want to. That game has been it's the on-stream online game, Lord of the Rings Online. That's been it's coming up here. Hobbiton is about an hour drive from you. Oh, that's cool. Cool. Double Chase. Key. Oh, okay, Key. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's. And the thing is, when we watch that movie, a lot of people don't realize, unless they get into the aspects of the movie, that they're actually watching New Zealand. New Zealand is supposed, I guess they show New Zealand as being Middle Earth and stuff. So it's a beautiful country. I know our good friend Bernie Dole. He's a gentleman that's I've known from HAPS. He lives down in Australia. I think he's near Sydney, Australia, I believe. He visits New Zealand. I get to see he shows some fantastic views on his Instagram of New Zealand. So that's cool. Badass says Ki Ora. What's Ki? Is that a greeting? Is that a New Zealand greeting? Are we just seeing a no? What's that? Ki? I could have looked that up. Let's see. Is that a greeting from New Zealand? I'm just asking because you both said it. Let's see. Let's see what that says. Ki Ora. I'm going to Google it. Hey, Jane, how you doing? Good morning, Jane, coming in from Long Island. How you doing? It was good to play the one game. We had a chicken dinner last night. winner chicken dinner. How you doing, Jane? For the folks that are watching and on the replay, we got Jane. She's someone I know. I've known. She's another person I know from HAPS, and it means hello, the native language. Oh, okay. Thank you, boss. Okay, good day. Yeah, okay. We're in Australia. It's good day, and here in the United States we say good morning. And Jane says, "I'm okay. Getting up and." Stopped in to say hi. Oh, okay, you're always welcome, Jane. I really appreciate it. I had fun with the game. The one game I'm going to be on this afternoon. I don't know if you'll be up for it, but we'll be playing. I'll be on probably just before noon, as far as that goes. And Laura's saying hello to Jane. Jane, I don't know if you know Laura. Laura is from Norway. And Double J says, getting in New Zealand, more words for hello. Hey, hi. Oh, okay. I learned something, Double J and boss. That's cool. And Jane saying hi to Laura. But Jane, for those folks, Jane, she is a, let me put her up on the screen. Jane here, Jane Surma Art. She's an artist, a very good artist. She used to broadcast on Twitch. I think she's busy doing her artwork, but she's a very, 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 very good art. And and that's an understatement because I don't know jack about art, but you should see the paintings that she painted when I would watch her. And if you ever get more time, you could. I would love to see you broadcast again, Jane, but I know that takes a lot of time and stuff. Just like playing PUBG Mobile or PUBG Battlegrounds, right? Me and Jane were in a game yesterday, and I looked at the replay of that game, Jane. They were cheaters. They knew exactly where everybody was, because if you go into where I showed you where you get if you go to the replay for that game, which you can, let's see, Jane, Laura, and Laura says he loves paintings. Yeah. And you'll see that they directed us down into an area there was no people, but then you look, they went back to where all the people were. So they knew exactly where everybody was. We still got a chicken dinner though. That was fun. I think that's my 7th one that I've had on the I've been on PUBG Battlegrounds for about 3 years now, and I think that's my 7th one. I've had more chicken dinners in one season on PUBG Mobile than I have on PUBG Battlegrounds. It's just PUBG Battlegrounds is just so good. I love it. It consumes me of late because I haven't really been playing the other games that I normally play. So, but good to have you here, Jane. You can stop in anytime. And that was fun yesterday. It's just but the replay, I'm looking, it's like, yeah, as soon as it's like, they're going straight to where all the players are so they can get their kills. That was too fast of a win. Yes, it was. And that's another thing. That's another thing. You said that yesterday, and it is. That was too fast of a win. That one guy, he was a lower level than me, and he had 14 kills. And that's what you find in that on that game now. The lower levels now, they're people that have been reported and they've been banned and stuff like that. And Gene laughs. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. I went back on last night just before I went to bed, and I looked at it, and I'm just laughing. I'm like, wow. That I don't know, the replay aspect of PUBG Battlegrounds is pretty in depth. It's right there, and I don't know if you know where it's at. You can dig around and look for it and stuff like that. But I'll be on later this afternoon as far as that goes. And let's see. So we got football championships. Bills, hopefully they'll win as far as that goes. Laura says, my father was really good making paintings, and I tried. Not a chance. I thought it was in the genes, but no. You would figure it would be in the genes, Laura. I think Jane is really good. I remember the one broadcast when Jane, you were doing the Iron Man portrait, where he's down on one knee and he has his hand on the ground. That's a powerful painting. That was very powerful, and as far as that goes. So, and we have a commercial break on Twitch in about 2 minutes and 45 seconds. And Laura says, I'm terrible, and I mean terrible. My artistic ability, Laura, don't worry. My artistic ability is drawing stick people, and I can barely do that. Now my kids, my young adult kids, they can draw. They like the that. What do they like? They like that Japanese anime. They really got into the drawing, and you got to practice that. You got to practice. As far as that goes. Okay, let's see. Let's get into the news. Let's see what do we got for news here. Do we have anything on Fox 40? And we have a house fire in Kirkwood that just shuts down parts of Route 11 yesterday. Let's go see what.
Everybody's trying to stay warm.
Okay. Yeah, probably. Yeah, this is during the day. The residents are receiving assistance. Let's go ahead and bring this one up. Talk about this happened. We had a couple bad fires here. The really bad fires are out west right now in Los Angeles. There's another one, I guess, down near outside around where's the new one at? Down by San Diego, I think.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, so we have a fire over in Kirkwood yesterday, and let's see what this one's about here.
No one was injured in a Kirkwood house fire. It happened just before noon at 1140 Route 11 in Kirkwood. Crews found heavy fire and smoke when they arrived and had to deal with the cold and hydrants while they battled the blaze. 5 Mile Point Fire Company Assistant Chief Nick Griswold said the house is deemed a total loss. No one was home at the time, and residents are being assisted by the Red Cross.
Our trailer here is a total loss. Residents are receiving assistance from the Red Cross. Fire is currently under investigation by Brooklyn County Fire Investigation Staff.
5 Mile Point firefighters received the initial call, and Kirkwood Volunteer Fire and Great Bend Fire Departments also responded. The fire also shut down a portion of Route 11.
So Kirkwood is just outside of Binghamton, New York, and that's, other than a wildland fire, to fight a fire in this bitter cold is really, really taxing to the firefighters. And so that happened during the day. So that's probably was a fire that was okay. Big Juice is in the house. Okay, Rich, I came kind of early today, so kind of early. We're on the last portion. We've been on for an hour and a half. What's
Gotta
that?
get off. I got a vacuum.
There you go, Big Juice.
I'm just joking.
That's the missus. She's
No, I'm
having
just-
she's having a breakfast. She's just kidding. Yeah, get her in there. So that was a bad fire as far as that goes. Let's see. Did they have anything? 5 Mile Point firefighters relieved the shit. Okay, that's the initial call. Okay, here it goes. Here's no one in the home at the time, and there was no injury, so that's a good thing. Let's see. Big storm in Ireland, Laura says 240,000 properties without power.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. Liam. He's broadcasting right now, Laura. So he's on. I see him. So that's good. Let me check that weather then. Let's see what the weather is over there.
They say it was gonna high winds over there yesterday.
Well, the person I was playing PUBG Mobile, he said that he's over in the UK. He's in Scotland, and he said it was a red flag warning, and they don't usually get red flag warnings over in the UK. So let me check the weather here as far as the map here, the world map. Let me check that. Yeah, the person I was playing PUBG Mobile before playing the one game, the chicken dinner I had with Jane there. He is over in the UK, and he while we were playing. Let's see. Let's go to Ireland. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, they're northern. Okay, northern UK. Wow. Let's bring this up. Let's go to that's what's going on over in Laura's neck of the woods right now. And Laura is right up here in this portion of Norway. And this is Scotland up here, part of the UK. Ireland, they've got some heavy winds coming in, but that's a big storm system going through. And Big Juice says, "Oh, Lamb doesn't care. A tornado could come. He'd still be blowing his flute." Yeah, that's true. He's a big guy. But Ireland has 240,000 properties without power, so they've got some heavy wind. There's some heavy winds coming through this area, as far as that goes. So that's the weather over in the European area. Back here in the States, you can see we got some snow up there in the Dakotas and Montana. Nothing really. They did have some snow down here in Louisiana and along the North and South Carolina and Florida, and they were in Georgia. So there was some snow down there. According to the forecast, the storm will not come here. Now, it looks like it's a little south of where you're at. Let's see. Let's put this in motion. Let's see. Do we got some arrows? Let me see. Storm tracking arrows. Let's see what that goes. You might get a little residual. Looks like on the eastern part of Norway, they got some snow going on. over in Oslo and this north right there. But I think you're up here, I think. Are you up in this area, Laura? Between Steinkert and Alstad? I think you're right in there, aren't you? And Big Juice says, yeah, can you believe that snow actually landed in Florida? Yeah, they got 10 inches in New Orleans there, Big Juice. A bit lower. Oh, okay. Okay. So you're down in this area, down by Bergen, I think. And you're getting touched by some weather. Let's see. So this is the area. They got beautiful country over there from what I've seen on the pictures. So there we have it for Europe. And then we go over to the Pacific Rim. You can see Japan's getting some. There's some weather out here in the Philippine Sea. And down Australia way, we got up there in Queensland, up in the Northern Territory, over in the New Zealand where Boss is at. It looks like it's got the weather looks like it's pretty pleasant there in New Zealand. And then in the Hawaiian Islands, I always like to stop over the Hawaiian. Oh, good weather there. And we're back here in the States. But for New York State, you can see right there. And let's see current weather map, local weather. We have right there. That's our current weather, local weather from Channel 12 right now. We got some cloudy action coming on, and such. So there's a follow up on our weather as far as that goes. Oh, you're between Okay, so we're in the general area there. Yeah, I saw Bergen's getting hit by the storm right now, so you're a little bit north of there from Okay, I remember you telling us that before, Laura. Okay, let's see. I thought I shut that off. Did I shut that off? Oh, there it is. I hit the wrong button. There we go. I hit the alerts button. Okay, we got that squared away. Okay, let's see. What else? Anything else on Fox 40? Nothing there. Okay. WEBO, anything there? No, nothing on the national for WEBO. There is a report out. The illegal immigrants that illegal aliens, immigrants that are here in the United States cost taxpayers $1.16 billion. Our country can't sustain that. They need to go back. Okay, nothing there on W. And this is where it's cold. They're demolishing the old IBM plant. Let's go to this one right here. That's the old IBM plant that's in Endicott, New York. I worked there for 9 years when I got out of the service. And this is off of WNBF. Full disclosure, I have no association with WNBF, but the job of tearing down several old buildings at the former IBM manufacturing complex, and this was the birthplace of IBM right here in these buildings. Complex was put on hold because of extreme cold temperatures here in the southern tier. The massive demolition project of unused structures along North Street in Endicott, New York, began 3 weeks ago. Chris Pelto, who manages the Huron campus site for the Phoenix investors, because IBM's not there anymore, said work of removal operations was suspended Tuesday and Wednesday because of harsh weather conditions. And let me show you this picture here. This is a picture. That's the old, you can see the newer IBM plant that was built there in the 40s and stuff. That's off to the right. And the building back there, that's the old clock building. That's a historical building right there. That's the original IBM building here in Endicott, New York, or in Endicott, New York. Let's see. The bitter cold is tough on workers and the demolition equipment. Operations at the site is expected to resume Thursday, which is yesterday, as temperatures are expected to raise to the mid 20s. It was said that the work is going well and they're making good progress as they work on the east of the old building group slated for removal. And these are a lot of buildings, folks. Demolition work seems to be going quickly once the interior portions of the structures have been removed. Let's show you a little bit more of the. And there's some more buildings that are being torn down. The old building group demolished site, former IBM Endicott Manufacturing. Like I said, I worked there for 9 years. It's a great place to work. I thought it'd be the last place, but I only worked there 9 years, and I went to another place that I call the day job. I don't say where I worked, but I worked 17 years at the next job that was really good, just as good as IBM, I guess. Let's see. It appears that the most visible remaining signs of IBM history at the site east of McKinley Ave is destined to crumble of the coming days. The original IBM business logo still adorns one of the doomed buildings. I hope they rescue this. This is something they need to rescue. That's history right there. That's when the building was originally built. They have that. It was business. It was International Business Machines. Okay, not business. It was IBM. So hopefully they can save that. Let's see. Big Jew says, Rich, you and the gang gonna do one big sports talk before the Super Bowl? Oh yeah, Tony D will be broadcasting this Sunday at 10:30, and I think he's still going to be going. I think I'm done with the Wednesday NFL Let's Talk Football. I might be doing a follow-up show on Super Bowl Sunday. If not, Let's Talk Football will come back during the USFL season when it starts in March. So hopefully they can, let's see, possibility of saving this that section of concrete was discussed and by the representatives. It was determined that it probably isn't feasible to remove it all intact, which is a shame. The portion where the logo is located would be difficult to remove and transport from the site. The company introduced a logo. That logo has been there since 1924, so it's going to be destroyed. So basically, they say they can't do it. Basically, there's no money to save it, which is a shame. A similar logo remains visible nearby here on campus building, now being used by BAE Systems. The structure is not being removed. And we have a video from Bob Joseph. Let's go ahead and bring that down as far as and listen to it. Where's it? Okay, where is it? Oh, there it is, right there. Okay, let's listen to this. That's the building right there. I guess there's no commentary. Well, he's walking along the fence line. That's one of the old buildings. I walked through that building. I worked in those buildings. There was close to at the height of IBM in Endicott. There was close to 5,000 to 6,000 people that worked at this plant. This plant was essential during World War II also. So that's looking down North, or there's a clock building over there. North Street is right out in front of this building being demolished. These are the buildings that were built during the 1920s. And they're going to go from this point all the way over to McKinley. So this is brought to you by Bob Joseph. He works at WNBF. There's a more modern portion of the old IBM plant, the press rooms and all the laboratories and stuff like that. Pretty interesting place to work at. I worked there for 6 years as an IBMer, and then 7 years as an IBMer, and then my last 2 years I was it was a contract. Or it was a different company. IBM pulled out. And Jane is saying hi to Big Juice. Okay, so that was from WNBF. Bob Joseph there, from Binghamton Now. And they're a news radio station. So it's a shame because there's a lot of history in Endicott. IBM was a birth. Oh, we'll open it up for Jackie. Jackie wants to look outside. Okay, Jackie. Oh, I forgot to say one time the sun came up. The sun's out there now. There's Jackie Jack. Move that out there so that doesn't bother you there, buddy. There we go. How you doing, huh? You feisty? You feisty? Are you a feisty kitty cat? Huh? Want to say hi to everybody? Say hi. Hi, hi. There he is. Jack is having fun. He's my buddy. Okay. So it's a shame that they're getting rid of the building there, but it is what it is. Okay, going to WBNG. Let's see. What do we have over here? They got any more about that fire? I don't think. Let's see. They have it. No, they don't have it. Cornell Designs. And I'm not seeing anything on WBNG. So let me just check the overall listing. No, nothing there. Okay, so we're going to go to nothing on WAAL 91.1, which is a sister channel of W. I guess there's a GoFundMe for the woman at the where was this fire? Oh, the Gaskill fire. They got a GoFundMe for the Gaskill fire. Let me see. I don't know. I don't like promoting GoFundMe, but the family of a widow who lost everything in an arson fire that destroyed her. Yeah, let's go ahead and play this. We can play this. This is on channel 34 up here. It's ABC affiliate. Again, I have no association. I'm just a consumer of the websites of their news, and we're presenting it here on the morning coffee. Okay, got closed captions.
Of a widow who lost everything in an arson fire that destroyed her home is raising funds to support her. Timothy Larnard has started a GoFundMe page for her stepmother, Joyce Larnard, whose house on Gaskill Road in Owego burned to the ground last Thursday. In her post, Timothy says Joyce was attacked in her home and that her attacker started the fire while Joyce was locked in a bathroom calling 911. Joyce lost all of her possessions. This comes just 4 months after Joyce's husband and Timothy's father died. The Tioga County Sheriff's Office arrested 53-year-old Robert Cook and charged him with assault, arson, and criminal mischief. The GoFundMe said a goal of $20,000, of which $17,000 had been pledged by Wednesday afternoon. You can find a link at binghamtonhomepage.com.
So that's a fire that happened last week. That was, and it wasn't reported until I think Monday. This past Monday, that the homeowner was attacked, and the person that started it was it was an arson. They captured him, and which a lot of times they let's see, Big Juice. Oh, Jane says never knew that what IBM stood for. Thanks. Oh, International Business Machines there. Jane, the birthplace is Endicott, New York. That's where IBM got its start. Now they're down, their main headquarters are down there in Armark, downstate, about halfway between you and me, I guess, downstate in the White Plains area. And Big Juice says, Rich still has an IBM computer and a MySpace account. No, I never got a MySpace account, Big Juice. Huh? Oh. And Jane's laughing at Big Juice on the MySpace. So it's good to hear that they got a mic, because this was, you saw the picture. There was a big fire, and again, this was fought during the cold night, as far as that goes, and it's too bad. it's too bad that happened. So, okay, let's see. Yeah, it is sad, Jane. Yeah, but there's people that are stepping up to they got some money, and I imagine she has some sort of insurance or something like that. But they just the fact that she would, I guess the fire crews actually rescued her along with I think it was a total of 4 people in the fire they rescued from that structure, and it was gone as far as that goes. So let's see, what else do we got here? How many people were in that fire rescue?
I think 4.
4. Okay, it was 4 people. Yeah, we listened to it on the scanner as far as that goes. So that's good that they have a GoFundMe. Let's see. Let's go WENY. Anything over there? I got just more tragedy. I don't want tragedy. We got anything here? Budget proposals. And let's see. Well, we're at 2 hours now, so I'm not seeing anything else in the news as far as that goes. So let me just check just to make sure, go through it all. What's this about Starbucks? Okay. Yeah, Big Juice, I got you with that. Yeah, it looks like we don't really have much of anything else. So we're at the 2 hour mark right now. So I think that's in the missus. She usually does some spot vacuuming also and stuff. So I need to exit stage left, I guess, right now. So I want to say thank you. Thank you for being here, Tina, our Jersey girl. Thank you, Laura, also coming in from Norway, for being here. Greatly appreciated. Thank you, Double J's, for coming in from India. Thank you for being here, my friend. Double J's was here, as well as Thamer coming in from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Thank you for being here, Thamer. And let's see, who else we had? I think after that, Tony came in. Let me see. I'm going down. Yeah, Tony D. Thank you, Tony D. My brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster. Make sure you check out Tony this Sunday at 10:30. His broadcast, Let's Talk Football. And you too, Laura. Have a good one. And Big Juice, we'll see you. Have a good one as well, Laura. And salute to you, Tony. Thank you for being here. And we had Jane. Jane was here. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Boss, coming in from New Zealand, and thank you, Big Juice, bringing up the rear, bringing up the rear. Yeah, Boss Dad. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being kind, my friend. I appreciate our New Zealand friend, and with that, I think that's. Did I get everybody? I'm just checking. We just had. Okay, yeah. And Jane, again, you're always welcome. And you got it. Yeah, I think I do got it there, Double J. So we're going to go ahead and exit stage left. And let's see. I just got to get this going here. And you all have a great one wherever you may be. Rich Roberts, you can follow me over on X at Fireman Rich, my mainstay. You all have a great one. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks.